What's up YouTube? It's me, Matt, here with another deck profile. My cards came in from the mail and now I have a Chaos Max Nekroz deck to showcase today. Alright, let's see what we have. 3 Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragons. This card, when it attacks a defensive monster, you do double piercing damage, and it can't be destroyed by card effects like Raigeki, Mirror Force, etc. It's the boss monster of the deck. Next up, Nekroz the Decisive Armor. This card is like an honest for Nekroz, meaning when you discard this card to the graveyard, you can increase the attack of a Nekroz monster by 1,000. And in certain situations it comes in handy. You never summon this guy though. Next up we have Nekroz Bryonak. This guy's pretty good. You can target up to 2 face-up monsters that are summoned from the extra deck and shuffle them back into the extra deck. Then we got a Nekroz Trishula. When you summon this guy, you can banish 1 card on the field, 1 card in the opponent's graveyard, and 1 card from your opponent's hand. You got a Nekroz of Unicorn. When he's on the field, negate the effects of face-up monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. Then you got 3 Nekroz of Clausolis. This is your searcher for Nekroz ritual spells like Kaleidoscope or Mirror. And you also use this to summon Trishula if you want to have a Kaleidoscope and a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in your extra deck. Next we have our Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. You can special summon him to the field if you reveal 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand. And you can banish 1 monster on the field per turn, but he can't attack the same turn he does that effect. Then we got 2 Senju of the Thousand Hands. You can, when you normal summon or flip summon this card, you can just add 1 ritual monster from your deck to your hand. We got the triple Manju. When the same like the Senju, you can search for ritual monsters, but you can also search for ritual spells with this card. Then we got the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, which you'll be sending to the graveyard to summon Blue Eyes Chaos Max, or if you have it in your hand, you can special summon your alternative White Dragon. And you never want to see this card out unless it's in your graveyard. Then we have a Monster Reborn. You can use this to use Reborn Blue Eyes White Dragon after you send it to the graveyard from your deck. And you can exceed summon some powerful monsters if you have 3 level 8s. Then you have the Nekroz Mirror. Used to special summon the Nekroz cards. 2 Kaleidoscopes to summon more Nekroz cards. Then we have 3 Advanced Ritual Arts. This is to summon your Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragons. And we have 3 The Melody of Awakening Dragons. You can discard 1 card from your hand and add up to 2 dragon monsters from your deck with 3,000 or more attack and 2,500 or less defense. So this is mostly to get your Chaos Max or alternative White Dragons into your hand. Next we have 2 trade-ins. You can trade in your Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand and discard it to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. Then we have 2 Preparation of Rites. You can add a level 7 or lower ritual monster from your deck to your hand. Then you can add 1 ritual spell card from your graveyard to your hand, which comes in useful for the Nekroz monsters. And if your ritual spell was negated, you can bring it back from the graveyard. Then we have 2 Twin Twisters. This is to get rid of the back row of your opponent, because they can be very troublesome sometimes. Then we have 1 Chaos Form. You summon the Chaos Max Dragon if you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon in your graveyard or in your hand. Then we have 2 Swords of Concealing Light. This puts your opponent's monsters in a face-down defense position, and they can't change their position for 2 turns. But I'm probably going to trade this card in with Return of the Dragon Lords when I get that in the mail. So I'll have 2 Return of the Dragon Lords instead of 2 Swords of Concealing Lights in this deck. They're both useful, but for now I'm using these because I haven't received those other cards in the mail yet. But once I do get Return of the Dragon Lords, I'm going to put these 2 cards away. Return of the Dragon Lords, pretty much you can special summon a level 8 dragon from your graveyard, and if something were to destroy that dragon card, you can send the Return of the Dragon Lords to the to banish it from the graveyard to negate the destruction of your dragon monster, level 8 dragon monster. And then we have 2 Quaking Mirror Forces. When an opponent monster declares an attack, change all the attack position monsters your opponent controls to face down defense position. This is for the double piercing damage of the Chaos Max Dragon. Then we have the extra deck. And you have a number 39 Utopia, which requires 2 level 4 monsters. We have a Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, which requires 2 level 4 monsters. You have a Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon, which requires 3 level 8 monsters. And we have a Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon for the 10-star summon of Unicorn and Brownak at the same time with Kaleidoscope. And we have the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon to summon Trishula and Clausolis at the same time with Kaleidoscope. Alright, hope you enjoyed this deck profile. Thank you for watching. Peace.